Good evening, friends. So we have almost finished this chapter. Only the practice set, last practice set is remaining. That is practice set 3.5, and I'm going to give you solution or answer of each and every question in detail of this practice set. So let us start this practice set. So in which first question is there. So this question, the figure is given here, in which ray PQ touches the circle at point Q. So this PQ ray touches the circle at point Q here. PQ is a 12. So this distance is given as 12 roughly. This PR is 8. So I'm discussing about this PR is 8. We have to find out these distances PS and PS and RS. Okay, or we can say, if I will get PS, I can easily calculate RS, or I can get, if I will get value of RS, I can easily calculate PS. Okay, because these 3 points lies on the same circle. Okay, now we will use our board for this for solution of such questions. Okay, now in this question, if you see, I'm drawing this diagram, that is PQ is the tangent and PS is the secant, which intersect at point R and S. Okay, so out of which the value of PQ is given as 12 unit, PR is given as 8 unit, and we have to find out according to the question PS and RS. Okay, now if we see the out of in this diagram, one of the line is a circle, segment secant, and another is a tangent. So according to the tangent secant segment theorem, I can write PQ square equal to, I can write this PQ square equal to PR into PS, and value of PQ is given as 12. So 12 square equal to PR is 8 and PS as it is. Okay, therefore I can write this PS equal to 12 square divided by 8. Okay, now if I will simplify it, it becomes 144 divided by 8, and 144 divided by 8 is nothing but the 18. So I will get value of PS as a 18. Okay, now I have to calculate the value of RS. I can refer this diagram, and actually I will come to know basically PS is nothing but PR plus RS. So I am going to write here PS equal to PR plus RS, and out of these two values, PS is calculated as 18, PR is with us 8, so we can calculate RS. So therefore RS equal to 18 minus 8, so I will get RS as a 10 unit. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the first question. Most important thing, as we already discussed, I am again and again telling you that the tangent secant segment theorem is most important segment. Okay, so first question is completely based on that theorem, and which is most important, and I will assure you each and every question from this practice set is very simple. Only the thing is that we have to use this theorem properly, and most of the times what will happen, if we see the question is very simple, we are in a hurry, and uh, what will happen, in that particular time zone, we did some silly mistakes and we will lose our marks. So this is the common type of error which most of the 10th students are doing in examination. Okay, so I will suggest you be cool, just use the proper theorem, check it once, and try to calculate answer in an accurate way, so that you will get full marks. Okay, now we will proceed for our next question. So we will discuss about this second question. If we see the second question, you will come to know here a diagram is given. So this diagram is given. Okay, this diagram, sorry, again I will quickly put it. Okay, now it is correct. So I'm discussing about this diagram. Chord MN and chord RS intersect at point D. So here two chords are given, MN and RS, and they will intersect at point D. Okay, if RD is given as, so first two sub problems are given in this question. If RD is given as 15 unit, DS is given as 4 unit, MD is given as 8 unit, we have to find out the DN in first case. Okay, now in second case, RS is given as 18 unit, then MD is given as 9 unit, and DN is 8 unit. Okay, we have to find out the value of DS. So same question contains two sub questions. Okay, now we will see this problem in very detailed way. First thing, let me clear with you all that by observing the diagram you will come to know, as soon as you read the problem you will come to know that these two chords are there in this question and chords are intersecting at point D, and this point D is located inside the circle. Then we have to use here by default, that is the theorem of intersecting chords inside the circle. Okay, then we will solve this problem. Okay, so here circle is given with two chords. First is MN and second one is RS, and they will intersect at point D. Okay, now in this problem value of RD, which is given as 15 unit, DS which is given as 4 unit, so this is first sub question, and MD is given as, sorry, this is nothing but D, which is given as 8 unit, and we have to find out the value of DN. Okay, what should be the value of DN? We just have to calculate it. Okay, now if you see the diagram, as we already discussed with you, from the theorem of intersecting the chords inside the circle, or we can commonly call it as the theorem of internal division of chords. Okay, we can use this word also, theorem of internal division of chords, it will be convenient. I can write here, according to the theorem of internal division of chord, MD this M into D, sorry, MD into DN equal to RD into DS. Okay, so if we see MD is given as 8 unit, just put the value. DN is unknown, which I have to calculate. RD is a 15 unit and DS is 4 unit. So I can calculate this value of DN equal to 15 into 4 divided by 8. Okay, then I can calculate this 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, or I will get this as a DN equal to 15 divided by 2. Okay, so 2 1s are sorry, I can divide this. 2 7s are 14, 1 is remaining, point is there, and 2 5s are 10. So I will get this as a 7.5 units. Okay, so this is the value of DN, or we can say in our first question which I have to calculate, that is value of DN. So I am discussing about this theorem. Okay, so DN is found to be 7.5 units. Okay, now we will discuss about this second question. So here RAS is given as 18 unit. I will just write down here, sorry, RAS is given as 18, MD is given as 9. So in second question, can use separate page. For second sub question, RS is given as 18 unit, then MD is a 9 and DN as a 8. MD is a 9 and DN as a 8, and I have to calculate the value of DS. Okay, I will write here, I have to calculate DS. Okay, now if we see again, we are using the same principle, that is from the theorem of internal division of chords. Here I can write MD into DN, which is equal to RD into DS. Okay, I will use same theorem, just the values are different here. MD is a 9 unit, DN is, now here it is given as 8 unit, RD is, actually RD is not given and DS is not with us. Then what I can do here, just if we see the diagram, I can write this RD as, so I will again move to the diagram. This RD is not with us and DS I have to calculate. Okay, so RD can be written as RS minus DS, isn't it? So I will write down this RD as a RS minus DS into DS as it is. Okay, so after simplification, 9 8 is 72 equal to RS is with me, isn't it? Because RS is given 18 unit. I will put the value of RS as 18 and DS as it is, and this DS as it is. Okay, now I will put, I am going to consider this DS as a X. Okay, I am going to consider this DS as a X. Okay, now I will put the value of DS as a X in equation. So what I will get, 72 equal to 18 minus X, 18 minus X, sorry, I will write it again, into X. Okay, therefore I can solve it. I will get quadratic equation like this: 72 equal to 18x square minus x square, isn't it? Or if I will rearrange it, I will get this as a x square minus, this is not a x square, huh? Okay, I will, let me clear this. This is not a x square, this is only x. So I can write this as a x square minus 18x plus 72 equal to 0. Okay, this is nothing but, we'll rewrite it again. This is x plus 72 equal to 0. Now I can factor, if I will factor, find out the root of this equation. So according to the factorization method, I can write, see here, product of these two numbers should be 72 and addition should be 18. So I can find these two numbers as a minus 12, sorry, and minus 12 and minus 6. Minus 12 into minus 6 is a 72 and minus 12 minus 6 is a minus 18. Okay, now what I will do, sorry, then I will write this equation as a x square minus 12x minus 6x plus 72 equal to 0. Okay, then from this I can common out x. I will get x minus 12, and from this if I will common out minus 6, put the minus 6 as a drawn out minus 6 as a common part, then I will get x minus 12 which is equal to 0. Okay, then I can write here in first bracket x minus 12, in second bracket x minus 6 equal to 0, isn't it? Or I can write, if as we know product of two number is 0, so either one number is 0 or another number is 0, so I can write x minus 12 equal to 0 or x minus 6 equal to 0, isn't it? Therefore I can write x equal to 12 or x equal to 6, isn't it? But what is the value of x? We have assumed that is x is nothing but the ds, so I can write ds is a 12 or 6. Okay, now see, if in this question ds, either ds is a 12 or it is 6. Now in which condition it is 12 and in which condition it is 6, though it is not asked, but you can easily write. If ds is a 12, we can write down this, because see rs is what, rd plus ds, isn't it? So if value of rd, because total res is 18, now out of which if ds is a 12, we can write down rd as a 6, and if similarly if ds is a 6, I can write down this rd as a 12. Okay, in this way you can calculate answers of both questions. So very easy, only just we have to write it down carefully. We have to use the theorem of internal division of chords and we will get our answer. Okay, now we will solve next problem from this practice set, that is question number 3. Okay, only 3 questions are remaining from this chapter circle. Okay, we will see the question number 3. In this question, a diagram is given. Here diagram is given. O is the center of the circle and B is the point of contact. So this B point is the point of contact. Segment OE is perpendicular to segment AD. OE is perpendicular to segment OD. Okay, sorry, AD. And AB is given as 12 unit, AC is given as 8 unit. AB is 12 unit, AC is 8 unit. We have to find out these distances. We have to find out first AD, then we have to find out this distance DC, and we have to find out this distance DE. Okay, now this problem is quite interesting. We will solve this problem. Okay, I'm using this new page for solving this problem. Firstly, I will draw diagram here. Complete circle is given in which this particular center O is given here, and this is point D, this is point A, this is point C. Okay, and from this O a segment is drawn at point E. I will just rub it and redraw it. Sorry. So this is your point E. Okay, now this diagram is given and one more thing is remaining, that is this segment or this tangent is remaining, that is it touches the point at point B to the circle. Okay, now in which AB is given as 12 unit, AC is given as 8 unit, and OE is perpendicular to AD, which is given. OE is perpendicular to AD. Okay, so this data is given. So we have to calculate the value of AD, DC and DE. So this problem, though look it's complicated, but actually it is very simple. Here we have to use most important concept, as we again and again we are discussing it, that is tangent secant segment theorem. So from tangent secant segment theorem, I can shortly write here, sorry, from tangent, sorry, we will use pen again, from tangent secant segment theorem I can write AB square equal to AC into AD. AC into AD. Okay, now if we see AB is given to us, that is 12, so 12 square equal to AC is also AC is given as 8 and then AD. Okay, then I can easily calculate this. Therefore AD equal to 144 divided by 8. Again 8 ones are 8, 6 is remaining, 8 8s are 64, so it becomes 18. So I will get value of AD as a 18. Okay, so this is what I have to calculate. Or if you see the question, so first question I have to calculate is AD here. Okay, so this is 18 unit. Okay, now we will see how to calculate this DC. Now if we see the diagram, you will come to know this complete distance AD. I am discussing about this distance. This AD is nothing but AC plus CD, isn't it? So I can write AD equal to AC plus CD. Okay, therefore AD is already given 18, AC is with us, sorry, AD we have calculated in last step, not given. AC is 8 and we have to calculate CD. Therefore I can write CD equal to 18 minus 8. Therefore I can write CD equal to 10 units, and this is what your, or what we called it as a DC, isn't it? So it is a 10 unit. So this is your second answer. So if you see this question, you have to find out the DC here. Okay, it is found to be 10 units. Okay, now only one answer is remaining, question of remaining, that is we have to find out the value of DE. Okay, now we will see it. If you see again the diagram, basically this DE, what is the relation between DE and DC? Now see, if you remember that the segment drawn from the center of the circle divides the chord, or segment, that particular, say the segment drawn, the line drawn from the center divides the chord in two equal parts. So that theorem was there in, also it is in 8th standard, in this chapter also we have seen. Okay, now I am using this theorem. If this as we all know, this OE is perpendicular to AD, means what, this OE divides this chord DC into two equal parts, or we can say DE equal to half of DC, isn't it? Therefore value of DC I have calculated it, which is found to be 10 units in last step. So therefore I can write DE as a 5 unit. Yes, this is what your final answer is. So in this case you will get three answers. AD is found to be 18 units, DC is found to be 10 units, and DE is found to be 5 units. Okay, again then key concept of this question is what, we have to use tangent segment secant theorem. Okay, now we will see remaining two questions, that is question number 4 and question number 5. So in question number 4, a figure is given, this diagram is given, PQ is 6 unit, QR is 10 units, and PS is 8 unit. It is given when we have to find out the value of TS. Okay, now if we see this diagram, so I will first draw it and we will discuss. Okay, we will use separate page here. So this is your question number 4, like this circle is drawn. Okay, such type of circle is drawn and diagram is given like this. So this is your point P. This is T and S. This is Q and R. Okay, so such this diagram is given, and value of PQ is given as 6 unit, QR is given as 10 unit, and PS is given as 8 units. Okay, now if you see the question, we have to find out the value of TS. Okay, now what I am discussing with you, just by reading the question you will come to know one point is there which is on the, in the exterior portion of the circle, and it will these two chords intersect the with each other at this point, that is exterior point. Then we can use theorem of external division of chords, isn't it? So according to the theorem of external division of chords, I can write this PQ, here we have to mention this region according to the theorem of external division of chords. So I can write PQ into PR equal to PS into PT, isn't it? Now see, value of PQ is with us, that is 6 unit. Value of PR is not known to us. Value of PS is with us, we have to and PT we have to calculate it. Okay, if we see this PR can be, let us say I am putting this as equation number 1. Okay, now PR can be written as PQ plus QR, isn't it? And both values I think given, PQ is given and QR is given, so I will get directly value of PR as PQ is 6 unit, QR is a 10 unit, so I will get it as a 16 unit, isn't it? So value of PR is found to be 16 unit. Now I will repeat this equation 1 and I will put these values. Now PQ is 6 unit, PR is found to be 16 unit, PS is 8 and PT we have to calculate. I will just put the values directly here. PQ as a 6, or I can write this equation once. PQ into PR equal to PS into PT. Okay, therefore PQ is a 6, PR I have calculated this as a 16 equal to PS is given in question, that is 8, and PT which I have to find out. Okay, so therefore I can write this PT equal to 6 into 16 divided by 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, and I will get this PT as a 12 unit. Okay, so in this way you can easily calculate this PT. But in question, if we see what they will ask, they will not ask PT, they will ask us to calculate value of TS. Okay, now PT is with us and PS is with us, we can easily calculate TS. Okay, see here, as we all know from geometry of this diagram, PT is equal to PS plus TS. So PT is calculated as a 12, PS is already 8, so TS, therefore I can write TS equal to 12 minus 8, therefore I will get value of TS as a 4 unit, isn't it? Only thing is that we have to know which theorem should I use. Within a fraction of second you will you have to know that which theorem should I select, then you can solve it problem. And how this happens unless and until you will solve the problems from all solved types and unsolved types problems. So and practice, moreover you do practice, moreover you will get moreover you will be able to solve the question in a very quick way. Okay, now we will solve the next question from this set, that is question number 5. Okay, so in this question if we see, a diagram is given. Segment EF is a diameter and segment DF is the tangent segment. The radius of the circle is R. Okay, and we have to prove that DE into GE equal to 4R square. Okay, now I will use this board again. So this circle is given in which this EF, so this point D is given, it will intersect at point G to the circle. This is your E, this is F, this is center. Okay, and this point is known as point D. Okay, if we see, we have to use two theorems here. First we have to use Pythagoras and then we have to use tangent second theorem. Okay, now if we see, DF is the tangent and DE is the second, then from tangent second theorem we can write this DF square equal to DE into EG, isn't it? So let us put this as equation number 1. Now we have seen this HF is perpendicular to DF, isn't it? Means what, this HF is perpendicular to DF. Here angle F is 90 degree, or we can write angle F is a 90 degree. And as we all know, this is when the segment drawn from the circle, center of the circle, it will produce perpendicular to the tangent. So in that way this angle f is a 90 degree, and if this is 90 degree I will get this triangle DFE is a right angle triangle, isn't it? Therefore I can use here Pythagoras theorem, that is DE square equal to DF square plus EF square, isn't it? Now this DE square equal to DF square as it is, plus EF is what? Basically EF is the diameter. Then so I can write it as a, as we all know, diameter is 2 times radius, so I will use this 2 times r and whole square as it is. Okay, now what I will do, I will just rearrange this equation. DE square minus DF square equal to 4r square, isn't it? So now DE square as it is, I can write this DF as a DE into DG, isn't it? So minus DE into EG, sorry, not EG, DG, it should be DG, isn't it? Which is equal to 4r square. Okay, now here DE is a common term, and in bracket I will get DE minus DG, which is equal to 4r square. Okay, therefore I can write this, let us say DE as it is. From this diagram, DE minus DG is nothing but the GE, isn't it? Which is equal to 4r square, and that is what I have to prove. So in this way you can easily prove this. Okay, DE into GE equal to 4r square, or you can put here the reason also why DF square is DE into EG. So here put, you can use from equation 1, you can write here from equation 1. Okay, because in equation 1 we have written this DF square equal to DE into EG. I am just putting this value of DF square is DE into EG, and DE gets common, so DE minus DG becomes GE, and DE into GE is a 4r square. That is what I have to prove. Okay, so in this way we have finished this chapter. I hope you will understand it. So just go through this lecture and you will come to know how it is easy. Okay, thank you.